What's up, you guys? It's Jono! Welcome to another episode of my Pokemon Legends Arceus request series. Today we're on request 29, The Search for Bitter Leaves. You can start this request by talking to Shinon. I'm not sure if I pronounced her name correctly, but she's not the only person you need to talk to. I do highly recommend to activate the guide on this because you could get lost very easily. Shinon is standing outside the house that you need to enter, but she's not right next to it. She's only near it. So this is the house right here. You have to go inside this house and talk to the little old lady, and she's going to talk to you about her need to get a Pokemon. It's a very specific Pokemon called Petilil. She explains to you that the Pokemon lives in the Crimson Mirelands, and you're going to have to go track this Pokemon down. However, if you're in the very early game like I am here, right when you unlock this request, it will be a little bit hard to find Petilil because there's a gigantic river in the way and you have to get across the river. Now, there's a couple ways that you could do this. You could just wait until later in the game when you have Pokemon that can get you across the river. I also considered going north and going all the way around the lake and coming back down, but I thought that might be way too hard, and maybe there's an easier way if I just jump across the river. Now, I do have a couple of tips for jumping across this river if you decide to take that route. First off, you're going to need to look for a beach on the other side. You see that low-lying area on the other side? I was almost able to jump there, but I'm not quite high enough in the air to clear the jump with the hang time that I need to get over there. So I decided to look for a little bit taller area, which thank goodness was right next to me. So I ran over to this little hill right here, and I was able to jump up this hill using a trick that I discovered. I'll explain that trick right now. You just saw it right there. Basically, when you jump off of Wyrdeer, then you're going to dismount Wyrdeer in mid-air, and that's going to give you some hang time, and it's going to allow you to get up mountains that you couldn't get up before. It's a really useful trick, and I use this trick all the time to get to areas that you technically shouldn't be able to get to in the early game. Now, if I did this way too hard and you found a bridge or something like that, just let me know down in the comments. I would love to make this easier for anybody trying to do it, but I did manage to jump across at this location, and you can see that there was a wisp in that location. Now, I had some kind of a filming error and I lost my footage of jumping across, but I promise you I did jump across there with Wyrdeer. You can see the tree is still shaking there, just in case you don't believe me. I really did jump across, I just lost the footage, alright? Now, you're looking for Cottonsedge Prairie. A little bit hard to say that name, but that's the place where Petilil actually spawns. Maybe you found a better way to get over there, but this is the way that I did it in the early game. If you're later in the game and you have Pokemon that can get you over there, it would obviously be much easier, but that's the way that I did it, and if you're super early in the game, it might just work for you. Just remember to use that trick to dismount your Pokemon in midair, and you should be able to get up to areas that you usually can't get up to. And you can see I use this trick all the time. It's super easy. Once you get into the later game and you can fly, you'll pretty much never use Wyrdeer again, but in the early game, that trick got me to a lot of areas that I wasn't really able to access. Alright, so you can see here in the fields, there's tons of Petilil. They're super easy to catch. I got my first Petilil, and all we have to do is go back to camp and go back to Jubilife Village, and then we can move on with this request and finish it, and we'll do that pretty quickly. Now remember, fast travel is your friend. You don't have to jump back across the river. You can just fast travel back to camp, and you can go right back to Jubilife Village. Nice and easy. No real difficulty there whatsoever on the way back. The real difficulty is just in getting there. So of course you need to head back to the little old lady in her house, and you're going to show her the Petilil that you just caught for her. Maybe I did this request the hard way. I promise if you put a comment down below and show a better way, I will heart that comment and I will like that comment and I'll give you a positive reply. I don't mind being corrected. Just please keep it respectful and make sure that the comment is informative enough to explain to somebody who might happen to watch this video and read it how they could get it easier. I would love to see those kind of comments down below because I do think I did it the hard way, but I think the only easier way would be to wait until later in the game, get better Pokemon for crossing the river, such as flying or swimming across the river. So with that said, now we're back here and we've got Shinon and the little old lady, Anise, and we're gonna go through a little bit of storyline here. There's a recurring theme in Pokemon Legends Arceus of people discovering that Pokemon can be useful and not being afraid of them anymore, and coming to terms with the fact that they have to live side by side and work together with Pokemon. It's a beautiful thing, and it's one of my favorite themes in Pokemon Legends Arceus, so this is a really good story for this request. Alright everybody, that's pretty much it for this request. I showed you how to get Petilil. I showed you a crazy way to get over there. Your reward is 5 Hoppo Berries and 3 Fine Remedies. Not the best reward, but hey, we could use it. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to all my amazing subscribers, and peace!